The real estate agent is not going to be replaced by AI, but the real estate agent who does not use AI will be replaced. Algorithms are out there, right? We all know that. If you do not have an online presence yet through social handles and or like on just even as simple as a website, you're not going to get picked up on the algorithm that ChatGPT is using to really publish your services. In my opinion, the Google search algorithm, that's going to go away. That's going to be like the yellow pages, and it's going to go away really quickly. What you have to do now today is be out there, be online, be present, so that the algorithm of ChatGPT can pick up on who you are, what you stand for, and how you serve others. The fundamentals of this business, they're never going to go away, right? Every business is people, systems, and tools. If you think about it, if you go down to a restaurant, your favorite restaurant, it's people, systems, and tools, right? And there's no difference in here in real estate. It's people, systems, and tools. Now, ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, that is now the tool, right? That's the tool that's going to enhance the experience to the consumer. But if you go down to the simplicity of the business model, people, the real estate agents, your customers, your allied resources, right? Your vendors, those are all the people that are involved in these transactions. The systems, like the systems in any real estate business wise, are going to be, what's your listing system? What's your buyer system, right? The business part of it, what's your financial system? What's your organizational system look like? What's your growth system look like? So those are the systems. Now the tools used to be, what is the camera? What is the website, right? But now what's awesome is ChatGPT or artificial intelligence. That's all coming in at a really high pace. And that tool is going to enhance the experience to the consumer, like beyond our belief. So in my opinion, we need to embrace this change. The technology revolution is here and the evolution of businesses are here. This is just going to be a tool that we need to embrace and we need to make part of our normal day so that we can go out there and serve our clients and serve our business at the highest level. We always knew that real estate was a local business. That has not changed, and it's always going to remain. Now, the tool in ChatGPT and or other platforms of artificial intelligence, that's changing that game a little bit because it's helping us, right, become more relevant to the consumer. Now, the SEO game is changing. It's in the middle of how it's changing. The SEO searches and things that the consumer were usually doing is changing now because of artificial intelligence. The fundamental of being a student of the game and researching and also understanding your knowledge and what is out there is super important to the consumer has never been more relevant than it is today. Because when the consumer goes and puts something in the ChatGPT and gets some information, it's research, but it's not necessarily the true fact of what's going on there. So if you can market yourself, and my advice to everyone is market yourself as the local expert, but do not just go to ChatGPT, right, to get your information. What you need to do, again, is get back in that classroom, get an understanding through all of the platforms that we have, whether it's through Broker Metrics or all of the ones that we have out there. But just go out there and really research yourself what's going on, and then use the tool to help do it, not only enhance the message, but also pull the research for you. There's a good tool out there right now called Perplexity. I love that. I love that artificial intelligence, that one, because it's research based, right? It brings the articles to you. So imagine when we were in school, okay, and we used to have to go to school and we used to have to go to the library to get the information and we would have to research it. Now the efficiency of this business and how we operate, we still need to go back we don't need to necessarily have to go to the library anymore, but we can go to artificial intelligence to pull all those articles. But because we are students of the game, we still have to make sure that research is accurate. Okay. So again, marketing yourself as a local expert done right it's never been easier. If you have the right mindset and you're going to be going out there and you're going to market yourself as the local expert, you have the tools now to get that done more efficiently and easier. Here's my suggestion. If I were, and I do this, the first step that I would do, I would ask ChatGPT or Perplexity, do a self-audit on myself. Who is Joe Zimmerman? who is Joe Zimmerman, the realtor? And how is ChatGPT and Perplexity, what are they going to pull on me? What is my biography that they're looking at and going out there and telling my story on my behalf? So the first step that I would take as a realtor is understand what this algorithm, right, is looking at and what information they're pulling. That would be the first step that I take. SEO, search engine optimization, it's a complicated thing, and by no means am I an expert, and I would never claim to be. What I have done my whole life is I've tried to simplify this business into the fact that people want to be taken care of and people want to know and trust who they're working with. Therefore, the best thing that you can do for your business today is, again, do a self-audit through ChatGPT or Perplexity and get an understanding of what information is out there about you. And then, is that who you are, right? And if it is not, then what do we need to do? We need to go put content out there that is picking up on who you are as a person, so that relates to the consumer that you want to attract. I mean, could you imagine when the first car was driven and how scared that person must have been? Well, ChatGPT is the same thing, right? It is changing the way that we do things. Don't be scared of it. It's only going to enhance what we do as a profession, and it's only going to enhance the world through efficiencies. The people that are scared of it, my advice to them is, there was somebody who had to fly the plane the first time. There's somebody who had to drive the car the first time. This is the evolution of humanity. And the technology revolution is here. There's no doubt about it, and it's moving very quick. So embrace it for one reason. It's going to make your job easier. It's going to simplify things for you. In my opinion, if you do not want to stay relevant, then that's your choice, but you will be extinct. So just embrace ChatGPT. Don't be scared of it. It's here to stay, and it's a very good thing. If you want to go out and get into shape, what would you do? You would sleep, you would eat right, you would exercise. But you wouldn't just do it one time. It's daily. It's time on task over time. Therefore, what do you need to do with ChatGPT, this new tool that's out there? You need to practice with it. You need to talk to it. You need to time block for it and go and have conversations with it. Think about how this can help your business. Think about how many times people didn't write blogs, and they didn't want to be neighborhood experts because they didn't want to sit down and actually write the blog or write the article, because this might not be their strong suit. Well, today you can be in the car and you can hit ChatGPT and hit the button that says record, and you can just talk to it. And then it will formulate and produce a blog or an article on your behalf. And the list goes on and on. If you want to write a description about a listing, obviously you can upload an image and it can write a description just on that image. Or you can upload all of the pictures and it's going to write the description for you. That's the fundamental easiest thing to do. If you truly believe that you are the CEO and you are the brand of your business, you can upload The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller and say, break down the 4 fundamental models of my business for me. And what should I work on first? And then have a conversation with it. So all in all, what I would say is just continue to embrace this tool. It's going to continue to enhance how we do business. Therefore, if you don't adjust and don't adapt to it, I don't know what the next couple of years look like to you. We understand that consolidation is here and it's happening in our business. Large brokerages are buying other smaller brokerages or larger brokerages. They're consolidating into becoming better. Big teams are taking on and absorbing smaller agents or smaller teams. Consolidation is here to stay. And what's beautiful is with the tool, artificial intelligence, that's only going to enhance the consumer experience to make it easier for you so that you can go out and do what's best. And that's be face-to-face with your clients. Research is everything, right? People like to know what the facts are. People like to know when people research things. Throughout my career, I loved to research things. I wanted to know the actual facts of what was going on. And it took me a long time to do that. What's beautiful is that the real estate data, the information is still proprietary to the realtor. It is still proprietary to the realtor. So how are you going to use that? How are you going to be the market expert? How are you going to take that information and give it to your clients in a way that they see that you are the economist of choice? It's never been easier. So you take that information, you have to do your due diligence, you have to take the 5 or 10 minutes to pull the information, and then you upload it to ChatGPT and you have conversations with it. And you get an understanding of really what is going on in the market and how can I become the local expert. Again, we have an advantage here that we've never had before. Efficiency is here now of how to run your business. Therefore, if you can embrace it and you can take this information and take this research that you use and then upload it and have it put it together into an article format or a blog format or some sort of marketing piece that gets out to your clients, they're going to want to see the research. They're going to want to know that you did, and you still did do it with integrity. You pulled the information and took the time to go out there and help them formulate the best decision for themselves. And it doesn't stop there either. Think about repurposing this and how easy it is. We all know that the world is digital. We all know that video is here and is here to stay. So think about this. That article that you just wrote and you just researched, you can now prompt ChatGPT to say, I would like to formulate a video on this and give me the content that I need to do to go out there and portray not only that I'm the economist of choice, but also give valuable information in a video format, whether it's in your car or in front of somebody's house. Don't drive while you're doing it. But you could just take your phone, put together some video content right then and there, and now all of a sudden you have a social media post, that you have an Instagram post, or you can upload it to YouTube, and you have the content out there that's making you the economist of choice.